Good morning, students. So today we'll be taking up the lecture on authorities under the Consumer Protection Act. So when we talk about authorities under the Act, we say that consumer courts are the special purpose courts that are established in India in order to deal with cases regarding consumer disputes and grievances. These are the judicial setups by the government to protect the consumer rights, and the main function is to maintain the fair practice by the seller towards the consumers. Under this act, consumers can file a case against a seller if they are harassed or exploited by the seller. The court will only give a verdict in favor of the consumer and customer if they have proof of exploitation, that is, if they have a bill or other documents. Now, consumer protection is a group of law and organization designed to ensure the rights of consumer as well as fair trade competition and the free flow of truthful information in the marketplace. The laws are designed to prevent businesses that engage in fraud or specified unfair practices from gaining an advantage over the competitors. They may also provide additional protection for the weak and those unable to take care of themselves. So, consumer protection laws are a form of government regulations which aim to protect the rights of consumers. When we talk about the authorities that are working under Consumer Protection Act, we say that there are three levels. First is the national level court that works for the entire country and deals with the cases for more than 10 crores. The state level court that works at state level with cases evaluating between 1 to 10 crore, and district level courts that are working for the cases that are up to 1 crore. This is a three-tier quasi-judicial system mechanism which is available in India, which is applicable in India, and they are called National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, State Commission Dispute Redressal Commission, and District Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission. After 2019, even the Central Consumer Protection Authority is what has been established. So when we talk about the three-tier system in India, we say that there is district forum. So we have, that talks about the establishment of district forums, and the old act that talks about the establishment is 21H. The new act talks about is section 15 clause 1. State Commission, old act is section 21P, whereas new act is 41(1)H. National Commission, that is old act is 21K, and the new act section is section 29 subsection 1. We will be discussing the jurisdiction, the constitution, power, procedure, appeals that are there with respect to consumer forums under the Consumer Protection Act. Now, when we come, we need to know that what are the basic features of these forums, the three-tier system that existed in a country. So, when we talk about basic feature, we provide that a written complaint can be filed by both the consumer of a good as well as of the services, and this complaint can be filed on simple paper without paying any court fees, and complaint will be decided by the presiding officer of district level. To this judgment of district level, appeal could be filed to State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, and after that to National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, and from NCDRC, one can file an appeal to Supreme Court. The procedure which is provided in these tribunals are relatively less formal and more people friendly, and they also take less time to decide upon a consumer dispute when compared to year-long taken to traditional Indian judiciary. When we talk about these consumer forums, they are very user-friendly. Their complaint can be filed very easily without any cumbersome procedure that is there. So when we talk about the consumer courts in India, we say that there is a three-tier system. We know that protecting the interest of consumer has been one of the major concerns of Indian government. Several policies, legislations have been in place in order to promote the concern of consumers and grant them the right of choice, safety, information, and redressal. Accordingly, there is a well-placed department set up both at central and state level in the form of a separate department, fostering the development of effective, low-cost ways for consumers to resolve their disputes and obtain monetary compensation for losses sustained is a key consumer policy objective. The particular feature of consumer dispute require tailored mechanism that can provide consumer with access to remedies that do not impose a cost, delay, and burden disproportionate to the economic value at stake. Hence, in India, under Consumer Protection Act, a consumer court have been established for the redressal of consumer grievances. The central government is given the responsibility to create and maintain National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission in New Delhi. the state government is given the responsibility to create State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission and the District Consumer Dispute Redressal Forum at the district level. These consumer courts, in the name given to special purpose court, mainly in India, that deals with cases regarding consumer disputes and grievances, and they are set up by the judiciary to protect the consumer rights. If they are cheated by the sellers, they can approach these consumer forums to seek redressal. First, we'll come to the district forum. When we talk about district forum, chapter 4 of new act deals with the establishment, composition of district forum, section 28 to 41, whereas the old act sections are 9 to 50. Coming to the basic features of district forum. Now, when we talk about the district forum, we always state that under the act, the state government shall establish a district forum in each district of the state, though more than one district forums can be established in a district if it is required. The president and members are directly, indirectly appointed by the state government, and the president shall be eligible to be a district judge. All members of the court can have term up to 5 years or up to 65 years, whichever is earlier. The district consumer forum cannot conduct a hearing without the president and at least one member present at the time of hearing. This consumer court deals with complaints where the compensation is up to 1 crore. This limit is commonly known as pecuniary jurisdiction of the district consumer redressal forum. A dispute consumer forum can hear cases from any company that operates an office or branch in the district. When we talk about the powers of that are given to district forum, the law provides the district consumer redressal forum has the same power as given to civil courts under CPC. The district consumer forum can order the company or defendant to take following actions once it hears the complaint and decide in favor of the consumer. 1. Correct deficiency in the product that is to be being provided, repair the defects free of charge, replace the product or superior products, issue a full refund, pay compensation, discontinue or do not repeat the unfair trade practices, and all these as issue corrective advertisement for earlier misrepresentations. These are certain remedies that can be provided by district forum. If a person is not satisfied with the verdict of district consumer, one can appeal to the State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission within the period of 30 days. Now, the new act is dealing with the State Commission from section 42 to 51, and old act deals with the State Commission from 16 to 19A. Under the Consumer Protection Act, a State Dispute Redressal Commission shall be set up by the state government for the respective states. The law provides that the state commission functions in state capital, but the government has the power to move it as needed. The president of the state commission shall be or should have been a high court judge and should be appointed only after consultation with Chief Justice of the High Court with the state jurisdiction. The remaining members of the commission are appointed by a committee with the president of the state consumer court as its chairman, and they have term of up to 5 years or 67 years, whichever is earlier. The State Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission deals with pecuniary jurisdiction of matters valuing from 1 crore to 10 crore. And here cases of 3 types: appeal from district forum, cases against any companies or branches in the state, and cases where the actual reason why you are filing the complaint partially or fully occurred within the state. The State Consumer Court has the power to transfer a case from one district to another district, provided there is such a request or it is required in the interest of law. If you are not satisfied with the verdict of State Consumer Court, one can file an appeal to National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission within a period of 30 days. If a verdict has been given against the defendant, one can file a appeal to the National Consumer Forum. Talking about National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, the new act deals with the forum from section 52 to 67, and old act deals from 20 to 24. Now, what are the salient features? The National Commission was constituted in the year 1988, and the National Consumer Court must ordinarily function at New Delhi and is presided over by a person who is currently or has been in the past a judge of Supreme Court. The president of the National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission is appointed by the central government after consultation with the Chief Justice of India. The National Commission has a minimum of 4 other members and they are appointed by the committee chaired by a Supreme Court judge recommended by the Chief Justice of India. and the members have the term of 5 years or up to 70 years, whichever is earlier. If your complaint seeks more than relating to the amount that is more than 10 crores, then a complaint can be filed to the National Consumer Forum. Further, in order to attain the objectives of the Act, National Commission has also been conferred with the administrative powers to have control over the State Commission by calling for periodical returns regarding the institution, disposal and pendency of the case. It is empowered to issue instructions regarding adoption of uniform procedure in hearing of the matter, prior service of copies of documents produced by one party to the another party, speedy grant of copies, general overseeing the functioning of the State Commission or District Forum to ensure that the object and purpose of the Act are best served without in any way interfering with their quasi-judicial freedom. The National Commission Court handles 5 types of complaints. One is appeal from State Consumer Redressal Commission, consumer complaints that occurred in India except in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. For cases from the State Commission where there has been acquisition of proof of material irregularities, cases where ex parte orders have to be set aside, complaints that have been sought or needed to be transferred from one state consumer to the consumer forum to another in the interest of justice. Now, if one person is not just satisfied with the verdict of National Consumer Court, one can make an appeal to Supreme Court within a period of 30 days. A most important feature of a new act is that Chapter 3 is inserted, where the Central Consumer Protection Authority is established. The new act provides power to central government to establish the CCPA to regulate matters relating to violation of rights of consumer, unfair trade practice, and false or misleading advertisement, which are prejudicial to the interest of public and consumers, and to promote, protect, and enforce the rights of consumer as a class. This authority consists of Chief Commissioner and such other commissioners to be appointed by the central government. This central authority shall have an investigation wing headed by a Director General for the purpose of conducting inquiries or investigation. The central authority shall protect, promote, and enforce the rights of consumer as a class and prevent violation of consumer rights under the Act. Central authority may inquire or cause an inquiry or investigation to be made in violation of consumer rights, either suo motu or on complaint received or on the direction from the central government. Central authority can file complaints before the District Commission, State Commission, or the National Commission as the case may be. A person who is aggrieved by an order passed by central authority may file an appeal to National Commission within a period of 30 days for the date of receipt of the order. These are the basic attributes of this authority which has been established and has furthered in protecting the interest of the consumer from illegitimate means that are taken up by the manufacturers in violating their rights. Thus, when we talk about establishment and protection of consumer rights under the Consumer Protection Act plays a very important role in protecting the rights of the citizen, of the right of a consumer, and being a social welfare legislation, it keeps in mind that the ultimate goal is the consumer satisfaction, and the more advantage is looked from the point of view of protection of consumer rights. With this, we are done with the authorities that are provided under Consumer Protection Act. Kindly go through the Act along with the content that has been provided. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.